They are a happily married couple, which may or may not make their friends a tad jealous. Then, all of a sudden, there's a little shakeup in their world. Take a look.
I don't want to be here.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know anywhere. Hi, Karen.
If you guys are still interested, we'd love for you to come on the couples trip.
Amazing.
What are we gonna do?
We have to pretend like nothing ever
You
happened.
never showed up to our door.
Hey, the first couple has arrived.
Well, the first couple from the upcoming film Happily, please welcome award-winning actress Kerry Bishé. Good morning, Kerry. Happy Monday.
Hello, happy Monday to you.
All right, so what are we pretending never happened? Who we're pretending never showed up to the door? If people have seen the trailer, they have an idea.
Okay, great. Good to know. Definitely don't want to spoil anything here. We're talking about Stephen Root, who showed up at our door, and some violent, scary things ensued that we are going to try and keep quiet in this gambit to figure out who might be in on the sort of big mystery here.
All right, because the deal is you and your husband, played by Joel McHale, are so in love with each other. You don't fight. You're not in like any arguments. You're so loving. But that's what the issue is. People think it's too perfect, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I really loved about the premise of this movie is there's a lot of sex and violence in it. Except that the sex is between this happily married couple. And I think that's something that we don't get to see very often in movies, and something I found really enticing about it. But that is the thing that makes their friends just hate their guts.
That's what I'm saying. That's the most interesting thing about this movie, aside from the fact that you guys have an all-star cast and even Jack Black as a producer behind the scenes, so you know it's going to be good. All right, so I said to you earlier when we were saying hi to each other, I said, oh my God, the last time I saw you, you were a blonde. And that was for Amazon's The Romanovs, because you were with Corey Stoll. When I saw you in New York, I think it was maybe like 2-3 years ago, I think.
Yes, yeah, for the premiere at the Russian Tea Room.
Exactly. So here's the deal. And we were talking about how I was trying to find Jeff Bezos. I was trying to figure out if you guys knew Jeff Bezos because I wanted to ask him for a loan to buy more stuff from Amazon. And then you suggested that Corey played Jeff. Do you remember this? So if he ever gets to play him, I want to remind you, better get your cut. Because I was there.
That's great. Thank you so much. I will. I'm going to make a note of that.
Let me tell you, because I am here for you. I am here for you because, like, I may or may not have been stalking you a lot. So I know, because the thing is, stalking people is my side gig. I'm trying to find a side gig. It doesn't get me money yet, but it will at some point. But hypothetically speaking, don't you have a side gig, hypothetically speaking?
I see. I hear what you did there.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course I did.
So I'm a science advocate. That's some of the work that I do. And it's really talking about science communication and getting scientists to be better communicators themselves, and also talking about the use of science in movies. So I've been on the Sloan jury at Sundance Film Festival a couple times, and I had a podcast called Hypothetical with Film Nation. And those were sci-fi stories that had to do with science questions, and we investigated them from a really deeply science-based background. So I would interview a scientist on a topic, and then there'd be a story about that kind of science. So what did you
study at Northwestern?
I was a theater major.
So what was your fascination with science? Where did that come from then?
You know, when I was in school, I did not like math and science, not interested in it. And I think it's because of the way we teach it. And this is something I came into later in life. I think asking big questions about who we are and where we come from is what art is all about. And also science is also asking and answering those questions really articulately in a way that movies and writing and dance and music aren't answering them. So I organically really came to this appreciation for science later, and I think we need sort of a revolution in how we teach it to people, to kids, to girls especially.
Okay, beauty and brains, okay. We see you, Kerry Bishé. All right, so, but here's the thing some people may or may not know about you. So, you were raised in Jersey.
Yes.
But you were not born in New Jersey. Where were you born? And then your name has like an Irish like backstory to it as well.
Okay, my dad had an Irish band when I was a kid, and so he loved Irish names, and so I'm named Kerry after the county in Southern Ireland. He believes that our last name is French. He grew up pronouncing it differently, and then he sort of discovered some history and decided it was Bishé when he was young.
And you
it's all very American, very much sort of inventing yourself.
In that band that your dad was in?
Where did you come up with this stuff? Yes, yes.
What part of stalker do you not understand, Kerry Bishé? Like, if I say I'm a stalker, I am like a hardcore, like, professional. I have a PhD in stalking. So, in case you still don't play, I'm gonna buy a flute for next time I see you. I'm gonna learn a few notes, and we'll play the. Oh, you know what I want us to play? We'll have to learn how to play the Titanic song. Can you do that?
I bet I could learn how to do that, but
I
could definitely
from
still play
Amazon.
you.
Jeff Bezos, who will probably be played by Corey Stoll, your former cast member, will be hearing from me when I order the flute.
I think Corey would be an incredible Jeff Bezos.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Amazon now in Corey's honor and order my flute. You get yours, we'll get it together, and then next time we see, we shall make sweet music together. How about that?
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Kerry. Great seeing you again.
Yeah, nice talking to you. Yeah,
Happily will be released in theaters, on digital and on demand, March 19th. That's March 19th in my flute. Like, that's my flute singing it. People, Dan and Betty, you guys don't even know what music is. Carrie does. Thank you, Carrie.
I know what music is. That ain't it.
Oh, gee, that's new.
Really?
That's a whole new level.
That ain't it.